Hi, what's up guys? And here we are up in the mountains of New Zealand South Island, just outside of Christchurch, at a place called Cavendish Point. So we're standing here looking at the bright blue sky because this is the region where the UFOs were seen going across here and up the east coast. In 1994, the New Zealand Air Force witnessed that and saw about 7 lights in the sky. So we're going to talk all things UFO and just have a little film round.
If we see anything.
And show you where we are. So
it does have that feel.
Yeah, it definitely does.
No,
it definitely does.
But that was something that it was just like. So obviously it was a big thing around it because he for him to come out and say that.
Yeah.
It's a big place for UFO sightings.
So there must have been others besides, but we're very high up, so I think on a clear night there's a good possibility that you could see something up here if, you know, there's no clouds and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys the scenery. Let's try and find somewhere comfortable to sit. And then we can talk all things UFO. Because there's been so many sightings now around the world that it has to be something, you know. I don't believe for 1 minute that all these sightings, you know, is going to lead to nothing. We're talking like every country that you visit now. Somebody has got a UFO story to tell you when you get there. So I believe follow it up. And you yourself at home, you know, wherever you are in the world, if somebody gives you a UFO sighting, go out with your phone or your camera and follow it up. Just sit an hour, a couple of hours, daytime, nighttime, because you never know even when they're going to turn up. So I'm pointing the camera on the view, but I'm going to keep my eyes focused up and see if anything unusual comes across the skies, because I know that America and Canada, they have seen UFOs in the daytime as like a white kind of metallic round dot going across the skies, so it doesn't always have to be nighttime. You know, I do believe that they can come anytime they wish, but they're obviously so far advanced than us because they never get picked up on radar. So if they don't get picked up on radar, then they have the technology, don't they, Andy, to not be recognised?
Well, he said it's something to do with, because something to do with the water or something like that. Stuff in the water, that it cancels out the radar signals.
Okay.
So yeah, what he was saying was, let me find a pew. I can waffle. Yeah, what he was saying was, I don't know what, I think it was one of these, that some fishermen have been out and supposedly he's seen like a periscope coming up.
Yeah.
They've come back and they've seen periscopes coming up, and supposedly because, yeah, something to do with the water, they can't pick it up, but supposedly they've had American and British nuclear submarines sailing in and just staying there for a few days, but obviously because they can't pick it up on radar, they don't know they're there.
Yeah.
And then you think, well, why are they here?
Yeah.
Because we're talking not far from the, do they know that there's something here that they're keeping an eye on?
Maybe.
You know, and you think
maybe.
Nuclear submarines, I mean, are they submarines or are they these underwater, you know, underwater sightings? Yeah, you get them in the sky, but you get them on the ground. But yeah, for that guy to suddenly say that.
Yeah, there's something in it. When local people are talking about it, there's something.
Yeah.
But we're high up enough.
Just
Cover a vast amount of space. And the harbour's just down there. So I guess that's where the fishing vessels were leaving from when they saw what they saw. And again, this is all Captain Cook territory. You sail it in and amongst these islands to chart the map. So he would have been up here with the Endeavour, the Resolution, the Adventure ships, the Discovery, to chart his maps. But his voyages got longer each time. The first voyage he was 6 months. Second voyage he was 3 months and 2 years. No, 3 months and 2 years. 3 years and 2 months. You know why? Because I'm upside down now, we're on the South Pacific and all the blood's run to my head and my brain isn't functioning like normal. That's my excuse, and if people buy it, I'm sticking with it. I mean, it's about what?
This is a comment whispered under my breath.
It's about...
Her brain never functions normally.
It's about...
At any time.
It's noon right here, which makes it midnight in England. So we're sitting up here in the hot sunny mountains and people at home are getting ready for bed or in bed already.
Do you know, it's weird because I actually do think we might get something.
You think so? Well, this is the thing.
Know,
I mean,
it just does that.
In the States, they've seen them during the day, and Canada, they've seen them during the day.
Yeah, there is no...
And New Mexico and all them places.
It's not necessarily at night. No, people...
You can see them during the day, but they're likely to be like a white, metallic or plastic-looking object going across the sky.
There are have people who've seen like strange cloud formations, and when they looked, they thought that's not natural.
And I mean, we were watching that programme last night about Mothman. Now, I know they've not had anything like that here, but it does make you wonder, doesn't it, if they don't come from UFOs and get like beamed
that's what people seem to sort
here, some way or another.
Put that two things together. Yeah, it's...
Cryptoid and UFO, are they linked?
Yeah, and it's becoming more and more of a wider thought view nowadays. People who are hunting Bigfoots and people who are doing UFOs, they're finding that these sort of things come together.
Are they linked?
And they found that, I think a lot of views now are that they are connected.
Yeah.
Because
are the UFOs bringing the cryptoids?
Picked up, going out hunting Bigfoot, they picked up shapes, they picked up human figures on the thermal cameras, but when they put a torch on it, there's nothing there, yet the figure is still on the camera. So, and how do these things seem to disappear straight away? You know what I mean? There's no, I mean, yeah, people say there's been no, but if there was, there would be bodies found, there would be things, but you think, would there?
Well, this is it. What if the UFOs come and take them back when they've perished?
Take them back, or has somebody come up and gone, yeah, we found the body, we found these remains of this. Okay, right, we'll come. They come and take it away, and then you get a visit and they're told what you saw and what happened and what you found out. You don't talk about it, because if you do, you know, we'll be back again. So, for everybody who says, oh, there's never been a Bigfoot body found or caught or whatever.
How do we know?
I don't think, I think there probably has. There probably has.
There must have been.
You're not allowed to talk about it. It's the same with the big cats in England.
Certain YouTubes have been stopped from filming because they've found stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about someone I know at home, Ash, Big Ash. Hi Big Ash, shout out for you. He's a massive Cryptoid Bigfoot fan. He follows everything, literally all up to date. He follows all the latest YouTubers in America that's catching Bigfoot and stuff, and he said that 2 YouTubers did actually find a dead one and reported it. They had the camera and the footage confiscated and was told never to mention it, and the Bigfoot was just suddenly took away, covered up and removed.
Yeah.
So if that's what's happening, then this is why it's not getting out publicly, the messages.
That's it, and that's what will be happening, and that's why.
You already know what it's like, because do you remember in Rome when we were filming around the government buildings and our camera got stopped?
That is something I can't get my head around, because what made me think with that was why did none of the security guards or the police or anything like that sort of say to us, you can't film round here? Why? So it makes you think, did they not know about it? Is this a higher up security thing? But everything we filmed before that is on. Everything we filmed afterwards is on. It's just the government area isn't on. There's filming up to that area, and then it's just the filming that's not on it. The voice carries on, yet the recording wouldn't upload. And this was done. This isn't what, when we tried putting it on YouTube, it was YouTube that were blocking us. No, it was the actual film had been blocked.
Yeah.
Before it even went onto YouTube. So, and you think, how the hell can they do that? What can they do? How can they do that?
Must there be a way of stopping it?
You know, I can understand.
The great place to bike. If you're into biking, what a great place to go biking.
Yeah.
What a great place to go biking. I'm trying to follow them, they're so fast, I'll have to pull out. They're going to come by now, guys. What a great place to go biking. If you're into all motorbiking and stuff. There's a path that comes all the way down the mountain there, it comes up the other side.
Cyclists, you're joking. Are you having a laugh?
Oh, they're going up as well. We need to be doing this, Andy. When we get back, we need to be going up
Here, like
Rivington Pike on our mountain bikes.
Yeah, pushing.
Seriously, we do, because we need to get fit. And if we're going to be doing this long term, we need to be, this is how we need to be behaving.
These are like cyclists who are probably cycling in like races and stuff like
that.
That
might be so, but we need to get our mountain bikes back out, and we need to get, you know, make an effort.
Yeah, but like I said, there's obvious technology that we never ever going to understand. Where is this technology coming from?
It's very fast, isn't it? We've gone from steam trains to this in 100 years, 150 years.
What I can't understand is, yeah, I get the first place we went, because it was Italian government buildings and this, that and the other. But the second place, it was a Brazilian embassy.
I know, and it's just weird how we couldn't film.
It was a Brazilian embassy. It was outside, it was closed, there was nobody there. It's in the middle of a big popular square. What an earthly reason why would we not? You know, and then your head starts going, well, what were we actually talking about at that time?
Yeah, I can't remember, to be honest. We'd have to look back on the camera. We've still got it on the camera, haven't we? We're just not able to load it up publicly. Did we get it on the camera, or did the camera freeze? I never actually checked that footage.
The camera froze.
The camera, but have we filmed it though?
Yeah, the camera froze. We've got the audio on it.
Okay.
The audio upload, but we just can't load it up.
So we can't film the buildings.
We can't.
So it doesn't matter what we're actually saying, but you can't film the buildings. It's probably so they don't want people to know the entrances and exits and stuff like that, where they're located and all that.
But it's obviously a high level, because the ordinary security on the doors, the ordinary police and all that lot of the security forces in the army, they don't know about it.
No, they don't. They mustn't do, must they?
You know,
because there is no signs saying no filming or anything like that.
No, I mean, it's just, you know.
But if you spent the night up here with a tent and a telescope, I reckon you'd see something.
Yeah, I think it would. Yeah,
I think the next time we do this trip of New Zealand, we're going to hire a camper and do it north to south, and then just put more up in remote places and just see what we can get in it. It's beautiful. It's all so natural everywhere you go, isn't it? Here, keep the conservation group keep it preserved as best they can, don't they, for tourists and stuff.
So many areas that nobody can, you couldn't get to. You know, at the top of these mountains, you just.
And that's what I mean. How do we know that there's not cryptoids living up there?
How do you know there's not alien things up there? You
And
don't.
they would pick places like that where they're not going to get disturbed by us. You know, they would pick remote places like that. If say these aliens are scientists, for example, from other planets, coming to observe ours and take samples, then how do we know that they haven't set up little laboratories and things on the tops, the mountain ranges up here and in the forests, and not just New Zealand but countries throughout the world where it's remote? You know, Canada, Siberia, these places where there's remote mountain ranges, the Himalayas, where people can't get, you know, and I do believe there is things that we haven't found or seen.
Oh yeah.
In visiting Earth.
Definitely.
I mean, UFOs have been seen coming in and out of volcanoes. They've been seen going under the ocean and back and coming out again in off California coast. So it's like, to me, they're able to go in any temperature. They've been seen going in and out of the ice at the Antarctic.
Oh, that's it.
So they can stand any temperature.
Yeah.
And temperature doesn't seem to be a thing, does it?
No. No.
And I think today's scientists who deal with like aviation and aircraft and rockets and NASA and all that are saying that they don't seem to have a fuel because they don't leave a trail. And there's been some speculation, are they nuclear powered with a magnetic, you know, when you put two magnets together and they push apart,
Yeah.
it's as if they've got underneath the spacecraft something that pushes them up to leave the Earth or whatever planet they've landed on.
Most things need something behind them to push it forward. Because
It's what you call, are you ready for this now? And you've probably got an album with this title, Reverse Gravity Propulsion. That sounds like something by the Orb or Orbital, doesn't it?
So you're talking
12-inch
you're talking about RGB,
vinyl.
You're talking about RGPs.
You know all this already? I've gone to a lot of trouble to remember these phrases.
No, I'm just
How do you know all
making
this already? And why haven't you shared it with me?
I'm just making it up.
Oh right, that's okay then. That you can get away with. Knowing it and not sharing it with me, you can't get away with that.
Yeah, it's right. And you.
Reverse propulsion gravity, which is basically the thinking. This is as far as we've come, I think, in studying. I mean, I don't know, because if the Americans are already taking apart spaceships and they know a hell of a lot more and keeping it covered up, like Tom from Blink 182 and one or two others are campaigning to get this information released. It's like, I think as far as we can gather, they seem to be able, because they can go up, down, sideways, this way, that, zigzag patterns, everything, yeah, without leaving a trail, a vapor trail behind them like planes. So they've been seen hovering over nuclear stations around the world as though they're draining power. But underneath the spacecraft, have they got some sort of magnetic thing where they can push themselves up, push against the gravity, do you know what I mean, and give themselves that lift? Because when they've landed in certain places in the States, what's the lady called who did the cattle mutilation stuff back in the 80s? Linda
somebody.
Moulton Howe, something like that. I'll have to look up her name again. When she took all the soil samples, there was radiation in the land where the so-called landed UFOs. And radiation goes hand in hand with nuclear, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
So they're getting their nuclear energy from somewhere, and maybe you know, is Earth are we a filling station? Are they just dropping by, filling up, and carrying on?
You just don't know, do you?
No.
I mean, it's there's a lot of things we don't know. There's a lovely butterfly there.
Well, they've now sent a rocket up to one of Jupiter's moons, haven't they, to see if there's an ocean up there, because it's showing signs that there could be something similar to our oceans here, which they do believe now there could be life. That's the next thing that NASA are doing. They've already got the 3 robots up on Mars, Perseverance rover, and I think the one that was up there 15 years was meant to disintegrate, and it hasn't. It's still carrying on taking soil samples and taking photos and sending them back, and they're like, why is this still working when I think it's been going for 20 years now or something. There's rover, Perseverance, and there's another one in there.
Yeah.
Really, really good, guys. You can actually, if you Google rover or Perseverance planet Mars, you can actually connect up and watch the footage. You can actually watch the robots going across the surface of Mars and sending the pictures back direct to Earth. it's fascinating, and it's like you think, my God, this is another planet we're looking at firsthand. Rover Perseverance. What the hell is it? Voyager. Is it Voyager? I think it's Voyager. I think Rover was the first one. I think Voyager was the second. I think Perseverance is the recent one they've sent. But they were sending them up sort of 8-10 years between, so that if one had lasted its lifetime, another one was ready to take over.
Yeah.
But what's happened is the Rover one apparently is still running, and it shouldn't be. It's been done about 18 years now, and it should have been it should have self-destructed after 15. So how is that continuing to film on Mars? There's a lot of questions unanswered. They're probably things we'll never get to the bottom of in our lifetime. I think it makes you realise when you're sitting up here, these mountain ranges have been here for like hundreds of thousands of years. We're only here for like, what, 80, 90, 100 of them if we're lucky. It just puts into perspective how long your lifespan is and how much time we have and what you need to do. You know, you need to go and do all the things you really want to do. You need to go out and see all the places you want to see, because it really is too short. Now, either Andy's been just abducted by aliens or he's gone for a walk.
Snow mountains.
Oh, you're there. I thought you'd been abducted for a second. Snow. Alright, I'm coming up. I'm sorry I've not got one of them things on my head. What's it called? A gimbal. I'm not going to wear the gimbal. So people's going to have to put up with my rocky filming when I'm climbing up and down mountainsides. That's how it is. And I'm sorry if people don't like. Snow. Well, I'll have to zoom in then.
Well, you've got your cloud line.
All right, it might be too distant to pick up. Yeah, I can see it with my eyes.
That's all hill.
Yeah, it is.
Them are all hills.
Yeah, that might be where we passed through on the train yesterday.
That would have been, yeah.
But it's a bit too distant to pick up on camera, to be fair.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
Let's see
That's
what I can.
yeah, you take over for a
see
bit.
what it can get it on.
You can try, but I think it's too far.
It might be too far. I don't know whether you can see on there. I'm hoping you can. Snow Cap Mountain, but yeah. But still searching for these UFOs. Is that an alien? Oh no, it's not. It's Alison.
No, it's the missus.
Mrs. Who?
Doctor Who.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just so fresh and peaceful up here. As you look up, the sky goes dark and blue.
I mean, the thing is, it's very busy here. There's cars going up and down, cable cars going up and down all the time, non-stop. But there's nobody here.
Oh no.
You know.
They're all up there in the cafe and the gift shop.
Yeah, it's mad. But
I'll keep my eyes on the skies. You never know when anything's gonna. You have to lie flat on your back, I think, and just look up.
I look at it. If you're meant to see it, you're meant to see it.
Yeah, I do. I believe that. And this is the thing, you can set up all night to observe, you know, for UFOs. And then you can just see them driving home from the supermarket on a Friday afternoon, which is like the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
You know, I've told that story on another one of our episodes, one of the cryptoid ones, and it's
it's
strange. You're driving home on a hot Friday afternoon, and you're just looking about, and you see something in the skies you can't explain. You think, why is that here on a Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock on the hottest, busiest day of the year? It's like, and your brain can't make sense of it, because you come up to these places day and night looking, and you don't see anything, and then you're driving home from work, and you just, is that an eagle flying around there?
Where am I?
There. Looks like it.
Could be, you know. I'm trying to.
It's hard to catch, isn't it? Because it's moving.
It's hard to catch.
I think it is. It's eye up enough.
Yeah, I mean, I did. Oh God.
We have seen a couple of eagles on the way down on the train.
Yeah, we did.
We did over the forests and stuff.
Yeah, we did, because it's a good habitat. Yeah, I've got.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
I think it is because it's really high up now.
Yeah.
I think all the eagles go that high. It's looking for prey, but it seems to have red on its wings.
Yeah, I think that one the other day
Is
did.
that the same? It's got definitely got red colours on its feathers.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I will try and catch it, but I can't.
It's really hard, isn't it? Because it's moving. If it was still, we'd be able to.
I can't really see through the.
An eagle on there, do you?
I can't really see through the.
Just keep filming properly, and then.
Yeah, I can't.
Because it makes people seasick if you're out with the camera.
Yeah, I can.
Comments. Keep the camera steady. I feel drunk when I'm not had a drink.
Yeah, well, I'm not the. I'm not a camera.
Oh, that was my filming.
I'm not a cameraman.
They told me to get a gimbal because I feel drunk every time I watch you filming. So, I'm not a
camera.
The gimbal. Can you imagine how that would work out?
I'm not a cameraman.
I'm not doing the gimbal.
I'm an editor and actor.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You're the drama piece of this outfit.
You're production and research.
I'm something.
I know that.
Not quite sure what.
I hope she didn't hear they say that.
I hear everything you say, and I've heard it all before.
I'll mumble it behind the screen.
I've heard it all before.
I'll mumble it behind screen.
Yeah.
She'll only know when I play it back, and I can edit it out. I'll edit my mumblings out.
These remind me of them rocks when I was up in Peru, up in the Andes mountains.
Well, it's about the same,
When
isn't
I
it?
was in Peru in the Andes, there was a valley like this called Moon Valley, and we were all stood looking down the side, doing the aerial pictures and all that, and I had a orange and black MTV watch, and it went bang, and the face shot out, and the fingers were like crooked, and I was like, what the hell? And the guide said its altitude has made your watch explode. So anyway, the face had gone down in the rocks, so I was just about to climb down to get my watch face back. He said, don't bother. He said, might put your foot into a pit of snakes. He said, leave it. So that was like 15,000 feet above sea level there. It's not as high as that here, but just shows you that altitude and stuff can make a difference, especially drinking water and stuff is important. We're not that high here, but some places you have to look after yourself that way.
Yeah. Nice. He's obviously gone.
Yeah. Do you want to give me that back now, or?
Yeah. I mean, we've got about 3-4 minutes left.
Okay, no worries.
But yeah, I mean, thing is, right? If that's an eagle, right? So. And it's around here.
Probably nesting somewhere in the rocks.
Yeah, I know, but what's it eating?
Mice, probably.
Yeah, but there ain't supposedly any mice in this.
Maybe smaller birds.
You know what I mean?
Maybe smaller birds. They did kick all the rodents out of New Zealand, didn't they?
But then again, that's only on certain islands, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, but there's probably still. Eagles could probably go for cats.
They might. Well, I don't know what they eat. I thought they ate like mice, frogs, and maybe obviously fish, probably, and maybe
yeah, I suppose. But then
any small creatures like that. I think.
See them high up, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, they'll be probably living in the rocks, like over there. I'll just film into them rocks. They probably nest like those kind of areas. When no one can get up, and they can nest and leave their eggs there safely and stuff. But you have to come this high up to see those kinds of birds because they won't go anywhere near the city, which is back there.
No.
It's only when you're up here looking down you realise, don't you?
We did see one the other day when we were coming through.
Yeah, an eagle. Yeah, we did. We saw it from the train. It was over the forest, weren't it? Yeah, so to see those kinds of things, you really need to come to these kind of regions. Very, very peaceful. So yeah, we've asked a few local New Zealanders on the way about cryptoids, and the only thing they've seen is the sort of a platypus type thing, or is it a cross between a cat and a stoat, they said, didn't they? There's nothing two-legged cryptoids they haven't seen, no Bigfoots they haven't seen, so that's the only thing that's here that's unusual, that they can't put a name to it yet. And then the UFO thing.
What was it? The Canterbury cat.
Is that what they call it?
The Canterbury cat, supposedly a big cat.
Yeah.
That people have seen. That's in this. That'll be this area then.
Yeah, because Cambridge and Canterbury and Christchurch are all together.
Yeah.
They named everything after England because they built the first Anglican church here, the cathedral, the one we was filming last night doing Paranormal, the one that needs $100 million Vatican to be able to repair itself and get back on its feet.
Yeah.
And the guy who brought us up here today was describing what it was like for him the day the earthquake struck. He was on his way up here bringing people, and he got out of his bus and stood for a cup of coffee, a break. He said you could feel it coming. He said you could feel the tremor coming through the soles of your feet and going up your body. He said, and then you could think, all you thought was, shit, we're going to have an earthquake. He said, and then you could just feel like the vibration of the ground. He said you can only really describe it because he said you have to really be in one to know what that feels like. So the last one in 2011 was a very catastrophic one. They had 185 lives lost and 1,200 buildings come down. They're rebuilding. They're still rebuilding now, but they're changing the outlay of the city. So it's become like a completely new city for them now. For the people that remember it all, the people that have sort of, anybody from 20 upwards really in age will be seeing the new city emerging. But they've got photographs of the original city before, you know, that all happened. And it's very moving really when you're in the city and amongst the people and looking at the footage. And we went to the Quake Museum and you see the you know, the real footage and all that. You think, God, these people are survivors, you know, and it's on a scale of 9/11, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although like that was a terrorist and this is natural, on the similar scale, isn't it?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You know, but people will be getting on and building.
I do find
and stuff like that, and I think that's what people will do.
I find that the most New Zealanders that have talked about it are very strong with a good sense of humour, and I do believe that strength and humour can get you through all kinds of situations.
Yeah, I think that's how they've got to do it. I think that's how they deal with it. You know, you joke about it, you know. Or should I say they joke about it to people in public, but you don't know how they're dealing with it in normal life. So
everybody deals with it in different ways. Some people move away, some people write books, some people start guided tours. It's all different things, isn't it, going on? I think you find that people do things now that they weren't doing before, and their lives go in a different direction.
Isn't it typical? There's never an alien when you want one.
But go on, don't tell me you've seen one now.
No. There's never one when you want one, is there?
Oh, I thought you'd seen one for a minute. The way you was building all that up then, I thought, has he seen one bob its head up? Oh. Hey, but that was interesting, weren't it? We must tell... Hang on a minute, we need to do this together. So, we were in a museum in Wellington the other day, and it was like a marine museum on the shorefront. And when we were walking around, they had lots of pieces of handmade jewellery going back about 1,200 years. They'd made it out of jade, so the jewellery was green, but they shaped the necklaces into what I would describe your typical grey alien. They were like heads with wide eyes and a slit mouth and like a sort of elongated body with long arms and 3 fingers, and they'd actually created these necklaces.
That's right.
And these pieces of jewellery, and there was a whole case full of them.
Yeah, they were.
And I said to Andy, come over here and tell me what you think they look like, and he said they look like aliens. So you think, did these people 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago see greys and then make jewellery out of them, thinking that they were gods because they came from the skies?
But the other thing that was in there, vampire steaks.
Oh, there was vampire steaks. Yeah, there was vampire steaks. That was brilliant. You come to New Zealand and you find vampire steaks.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the last thing I expected to find in
a wide range collection of
Europe. Yeah, England even, but not here. Vampire steaks. They've got a whole case of all the different shapes, sizes, and designs of vampire steak.
Yeah,
so why, innit? They must have had something going on here for them to make.
Some reason. Odd collector.
So if anybody wants to collect vampire steaks, here's the place to come and come and make your purchase of such things. I mean, have they been passed down through the generations, these vampire steaks? I have never heard of any vampires in New Zealand, and it just made me laugh that there was a case full of vampire steaks. You don't ask, do you? I expect it in like Transylvania, Romania, Eastern Europe, the mountains regions and all that, but not here.
Well, no, you don't. I mean, you never know. I'm still looking for UFOs.
I know, I always keep the camera showing the scenery, and then I always look up with my head, because if you keep film the blue skies, it's going to be very boring footage. There's something coming over, it's a helicopter, isn't it?
That's a motorbike.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it's a bike. It sounded like a helicopter then. So yeah, we keep looking up in the skies, and if we do see anything, we'll let you know, but we stand on top many a hill, don't we, and you're very lucky if you see anything, really. Realistically, it's, it's pure just luck, being in the right place at the right time. I think what me and Andy have found since we've been doing this channel is that when you're looking for it, you don't get it, and when you're not looking for it, it turns up.
Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true.
So I think best to get on with another project, and then it'll just show up anyway, randomly.
I don't think it's hard to look up to the sky with the sun.
Yeah, it is at the minute, because it's like noon in it right now, so it's midday here.
With the clouds here, so.
Yeah, it's like midday, so that's why it'll be midnight now in the UK.
Oh no, that's a plane.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the airport will be over there somewhere. Was it yeah, well, it's probably gone down behind the mountains. It's probably landing, isn't it? So this has been one unique experience travelling this country. We did 5 days in Auckland, and then we took the Mountain Explorer train down to Wellington. Did 5 days in Wellington. We took the boat across, that's where we shot the footage at Picton. And then took the Mountain Explorer train here to Christchurch, and we're here for 5 days till Tuesday. When we get back, we're going to be shooting some Halloween footage, so we're going to be putting this on so you get a Halloween piece and then this, and then a Halloween piece and then this, so we're going to filter it in with the other stuff we're going to be doing. Next year we're going to go to North America on the east side, Boston, Portland, Maine, Washington DC, and Charleston to do some Bigfoot and some Cryptoid stuff there, and some haunted house stuff as well, if we can get to some of the big famous haunted houses like the Conjuring House, provided they've all stopped arguing over who owns it and the rights to it now. And there's so much controversy going on with that place at the minute, so we'll see how things stand in a year's time. So thanks everybody once again for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and if you enjoy our content, please subscribe. We've managed to pick up a couple of New Zealand subscribers whilst we're here, so hopefully we can branch out a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll continue. We're going to do some more paranormal in Christchurch, and then we'll be on our way home on Tuesday. But by the time you watch this, we'll be already home, we'll be already doing the Dracula stuff. So thanks again, and take care of yourselves, and goodbye, we'll see you soon.